All right, so very lucky for all of you. You get me today. We literally just got it figured out. Moved to a hot spot here, so we get the matchup of Little Mac against Rob here. So this is luckily enough a matchup that I know and at least enough about here. I would have to give Rob a little bit of an advantage. Now it depends on how much this Rob player likes to use the top in order to go ahead and keep some distance between the players. And then got to be respectful of Little Mac once that KO punch is charged up and ready to go. Have to be respectful of that. KO punch is now in play here, so Rob's got to be careful. Ooh, just misses a little bit there off of Rob on the corner there. Rob sitting at 100%. Get back to the stage there. Little Mac gonna keep using the ground and pound there and able to go ahead and take the stock off of Rob. So Rob then too can use the laser beam there in order to keep that distance too. And anytime Little Mac gets off the stage, he could use the directional in order to try to go ahead and get some input there out of Little Mac. So there again, the nice use of the top in order to get a little bit of additional pressure and poke. Gonna want to be careful using that too much there because Little Mac should be able to go ahead and punish that quite easily if shielding. So Little Mac again Rob was able to go ahead and find that one there. I'm trying to multitask here, answer a number of things and check messages. Yeah, so if Rob or Little Mac shields during that repeated move there, should be able to go ahead and punish. Little Mac doesn't have the greatest recovery off the side of the stage either, so Rob could use that to their advantage. Rob has a very nice recovery back on the stage there. And Little Mac gets very close here to the KO punch. KO punch, and that's another stock off there. But again, Rob's got 90% so far on Little Mac. Little Mac getting a couple decent little juggles out here. Oh no, but Rob's able to look at that recovery. Rob's getting very high up there in percentage again, and just going to get juggled by Little Mac there. That's tough spot to be in.
Way to go,
All right, so
Good
first
job,
round there
man.
goes to Augusta, Little Mac. Looks like Augusta is going to go ahead and stay Little Mac. Meanwhile, I'm double checking to make sure. Looks like Strike in Town and Country, final destination in Kalos. looks like we're just pretty much running it back here. Alright, so instead of Battlefield, we're going small Battlefield. Alright, Rob getting some early shots in there. Rob does have the ability to go through these platforms as well, so if they're able to go ahead and get Little Mac up, they can go ahead and actually juggle through those platforms. Ooh, nice. There you go, using that laser to the advantage there. And, all right, this is where you could punish off stage and see Little Mac doesn't have the greatest recovery there. Rob could grab the side of the stage there as part of the recovery in order to not make themselves so vulnerable too. Ooh, nice shield there. So again, now you gotta be careful. There's less room to work with here for Little Mac, so could be able to go ahead and get some easier juggles off of Rob. So there you go. And there's another stock. So Rob really adapted quite well from game one. Putting some early pressure here. It's a 3-to-1 stock advantage for Rob. So using some of these projectiles to the advantage is huge here. Nice punish there by Little Mac. Saw the opportunity. When you're using that recovery, it kind of puts you at a disadvantage there. And Little Mac was able to read that and use it. Hey, Little Mac finding a little bit of pressure here. And now the KO punch is available here. And gonna go ahead and find it right away. And Little Mac able to go ahead and tie this one all the way back up. Getting an 80% difference here so far for Little Mac. Little Mac put themselves at a disadvantage there. Rob putting the quick pressure on here. Ooh! Little Mac not going to be able to go ahead and recover that one, and we got ourselves a tie here going into game 3.
Rob wins!
Again, I think a great adaptation there from Rob, using a little bit more of those projectiles, the laser and the top in order to go ahead and make a little bit more space on the platform there. And being that close on the platform, like that's, I think that was more of an advantage for Rob. So again, I am not super gifted and talented when it comes to Smash Brothers knowledge, but I know a little bit to be dangerous. So if we start playing, if I see some Kirby's, or Donkey Kong, or even some Sephiroth, I feel a little bit more comfortable. So my varsity players always, they bullied me with every character in the game, so I've learned at least a few things throughout this time period. So. Looks like all the other games are going on around the league here too. Looks like Menominee Indian over Durand, Arkansas so far today. East Troy unfortunately had to forfeit to Delavan Darien. Your other notable, because current scores, Kimberly is up 3-0 over Bayport. Fox Valley Lutheran's up 2-1 over Dodgeville. So this is like a really quality group here, especially for the 5th week here. So I believe this is Augusta's first time in Smash, and I think it's also for Luck as well. I know Luck joined last year as well. So it's nice to see both of these teams have 4-0 and 3-1 respectively. So I'm hoping this means that we cast one of them and one or both of them make it to state. So, which again is December 6th at UW Eau Claire. Looks like we got our stage selected here. Friday night on December 5th, we'll do the part of the top 64 singles Smash bracket. And then Saturday, we'll have the top 8 Overwatch teams, as well as then the top 4 Smash teams from Division 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll finish off the afternoon with the top 16 Smash Solos players from the state. So make sure you come on up. It is at UW Eau Claire's GeekCon, which is a anime and cosplay convention. So make sure you dress up, dress appropriate, and come hang out. Spectators are welcome and encouraged. Bring your family members, grandma, grandpa, school board member, that neighbor next door if you're friends with your neighbors, anybody. Now this is an interesting stage selection because to me, it would benefit Little Mac more just because the stages disappear and give you the advantage of kind of like this flat platform in order to work with here. We did see that Rob interrupted the KO punch there, so that was important because now I would say that Rob has the advantage, and there's another good move there. So the laser that was used, you see we have a little bit of an input problem here. But that laser being able to go ahead and go through as Little Mac was trying to dodge it, then put Rob at the advantage. So. Nice counter there. And Little Mac's able to go ahead and tie this one back up. Nice read there by Little Mac in order to think that Rob would take the aerial path there, and then was able to go ahead and connect it there. Little Mac has done a really good job too of changing their advantage here too. Noticing that Rob continues to keep going for what I believe is the side B, and is able to go ahead and dodge out of the way, and then able to punish it on the back side of it. So. Unfortunately, seeing a little bit of the input delay here now. And Little Mac able to go ahead and punish, and again, keep this about as even as possible. Nice string of attacks here from Little Mac. Nice job there, just sidestepping and then coming back on the offensive. Both players. Ooh. Nice job, Little Mac, able to go ahead and reposition there. Gonna get Rob dangerously close. Tries to go for the end there. Not able to find it. Ooh, nice job getting over the laser. Little Mac finds it. That's going to go ahead and be the first round going over to Augusta. 3 points. All right, so next up here, so again, Augusta up 3-0 so far. Augusta now gets first stage strike here, and they're going to go ahead and get rid of small battlefield. So could be somebody, again, I'm just going to make some assumptions here. Could be somebody that likes to zone a little bit, have some projectiles. Let's make some guesses here. Maybe we see a Link. Maybe we see a Samus. Sonic, everybody's favorite. Alright, so now Luck would get to go ahead and ban 2. Luck is going to go ahead and get rid of PlayStation 2 and Smashville. So we got Battlefield as an option. FD. Battlefield. Battlefield is the stage that we're going. So again, we'll see how we leverage some of those platforms. I know I enjoy Battlefield if I'm playing like a sword character, or like a Bowser, in order to be able to go through some of those platforms as well. So,
Ready?
Hey, I got one right. All right, so Bowser is a character that I know, versus. Which I just learned this, and I'm sorry that this is probably. I didn't know his name was Petey the Piranha. So, pretty ashamed of myself. As an original Super Mario Bros. Player, I didn't know it was Petey the Piranha. Now, Bowser has a lot of good edge guarding capabilities as well. Is a heavy, and so is Petey. I definitely like the ability in order to go ahead and spike through the platforms as well. As you can see, was trying to go for. Nice combos here from Petey. He's able to go ahead and get the hurt on. Ooh, unfortunately, Bowser doesn't try to recover to get back on the stage there and goes right on into the bomb. Getting some big damage down here early on. And be able to go ahead and punish that. Again, using a lot of those bombs in order to create that additional space there and not letting Bowser really try to run and close the gap there. Nice job on the edge guard there, and that's going to be stock number 2 here for Petey. This is just, oh, unfortunate SD there. Tries to go for the ledge grab and not able to go ahead and select it.
So. Piranha Blast wins.
Alright, so if staying PD, I don't know if the platforms were advantageous or not. If they're choosing to stay Bowser. I would think if you could probably get to something like a Smashville, PlayStation 2 also wouldn't be a bad option. I think if you're going to stay Bowser, though, you definitely got to try to look at the directions that you're recovering. PD was just kind of punishing. Had some really good punishes as well. So I noticed a couple of times when Bowser went for like the down B there, the smash, PD was able to go ahead and evade the attack essentially and then punish it as well. So PD rolling in order to go ahead and dodge any of Bowser's attacks was very beneficial. So looks like they're choosing Town and Country. And before you at me in chat, I know it's Town and City, but a running joke with a number of my players has always been that it's Town and Country. It's a landscaping store, so that's the joke. So now you're on the inside of the joke circle, and now you get it. So Town and Country, same with PlayStation 2.
Go!
Just putting it together here. Nice. And there. Okay. A little bit of change and adaptation here from Bowser. Alright, able to get another grab. For that aerial punish. There's another good example of it. If Bowser lands one of those side Bs, there's another good use. Anytime that you're able to go ahead and get PD off, going for the spike, not able to find it, using the, I'm going to call it the fire breath, the flamethrower, whatever you want to call it, using that on the edge there to deal some additional percentage is a very smart thing to do. There you go. All right, so Bowser able to go ahead and get on the board here, get a stop. Not gonna, oh, that is gonna take him off the edge. Okay, I didn't think that was gonna be enough. All right, playing into poison here. Just juggling Bowser here at this point. Bowser trying to just get back onto the ledge here, and he's going to be able to just punish. That was a 100 for 0, I believe, on that stock. Oh, all right. So we're all squared up here. No stages to play with here now for a little bit. Nice shield there. Unfortunately, going to walk right into the PD move. Oh, no. All right, Bowser's able to go ahead and stay on ledge there. Able to grab the spike here. Close. And nice adaptation here. Oh, Gots has the grab. Not going to be enough to get him off the edge. Oh no, that was a good punish. Oh, and Petey's able to go ahead and find the last stock, and that's going to be game 2, going over to Augusta.
Win.
Again, good adaptation there from Bowser, from Luck, to be able to go ahead and just, after the first game there, you got a little worried, but they were able to go ahead and adjust their gameplay a little bit. I think stage selection definitely helped them. The way that the plant was just able to just keep Bowser on some of those higher platforms, couldn't allow Bowser in order to get down and try to just at least be able to dodge them. Those stages just kept punishing Bowser anytime that they landed on him. All right, so we are already back underway here. Greninja going against King K. Rool. Again, I like King K. Rool.
2, 1, go!
Fun character. But the mobility of Greninja here too, and we'll see. King K. Rool's got a very good recovery though, so should be able to get back to platform quite often without much hesitation. Gotta try to find some way to be able to go ahead and get back to center here and at least try to reposition. Greninja has been doing a great job of zoning the edge there and staying on the edge of the platform. That's a nice first stock there from Greninja. Again, the nice projectiles and zoning that you can do with King K. Rool is something I would like to that. Nice job there. Again, using those projectiles to your advantage and disrupting the playstyle. And Greninja with a nice off-stage stop. Rool not able to go ahead and get that last one. Greninja tries to make the other offstage play there, but not able to. And King K. Rool is able to go ahead and get the stock there finally. Small little juggling there. I think one thing that I've noticed is we have to change, when I say we, I'm just saying the players, you have to change sometimes the way that you can hover back onto stage. I see a lot of just rolling back on, but you can always jump off and then reconnect or try to jump over your opponent as well there. Hit him with the wood ninjutsu there and able to go ahead and get the last shot. So that's a 3-for-1. Alright, so Augusta is going to be staying Greninja, and Luck is going to match it with an Incineroar. So we got ourselves a Poke Battle here. So then I hope that we're playing on Pokemon Stadium 2 or PlayStation 2. Just to keep it canon here. I think the Incineroar is a good adjustment, a lot more mobility there. I do believe Incineroar is considered to be a heavy too, though. Good showing here from Augusta. Oh, an unfortunate DI. Back up once again here. And Incineroar is able to go ahead and take a stock, so we won't have a 3-0 here. Going for the off-stage play. No, not able to find anything there. Incineroar throws him into the top rope. That's going to go ahead and beat the game there.
Greninja wins!
Alright, so Augusta takes a 3-0 lead here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Augusta has any solo players. I don't think any of them are playing in the individual Smash Solos tournament, so I'd be curious. That Greninja looked pretty solid, so. So we are having a small platform problem for me, so I can't get in and see if there's any update on like stage selection or anything like that. Right, King DDD into Joker. Alright, so Luck is playing all the heavy classics.
3, 2,
Just
1,
missing the DK
go!
hopefully here at the end here. Joker again going to be very quick, able to juggle a lot. I would say.
You're mine. You're mine. There. Yeah. Persona. Go.
Able to go ahead and get Aegon out already. Go ahead and take the early stock advantage able to go ahead and get the spike up there. Gonna be punished for that. Not a ton of damage there, only about like 15%, so. Again, these last two matches still are important because even though Augusta has technically won, they're up 10-0, but if Luck is able to go ahead and win these next two, it's 10-9. And when it comes to like playoff tiebreakers and seeding, that differential is important. So these aren't just throwaway games. They can be important for in 2 weeks when we enter in our playoff brackets here. So, and then in playoffs, it's the first of 3 wins and advance to single elimination tournament. So get the Gordo right back at him. Nice off stage juggle there. I do notice a lot of like heavy smash attacks being used by Luck, and you got to be careful with some of those because of how quickly that they can be countered, or if they're shielded, and they can be punished. So again, just something that I've been able to notice a little bit here. It's a nice job there by Joker. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how some of these Augusta players do with some of our singles players, as well as then just those in the Discord server. So. Look around the league here. It looks like Appleton East beat Green Bay Preble today 5-0. Wausau West won 4-1 over Waukesha South. Racine Case 4-1 over Chippewa Falls. Kimberly won 4-1 over Bayport. Freedom won 5-0 over Cedarburg. Fox Valley Lutheran took down Dodgeville 3-2. Hmong American Peace Academy over Elkhorn 4-1. Union Grove 3-2 over Jefferson. Marshall taking down Wisconsin Connection Academy 3-2. That's been a bit of a back and forth rivalry between those two in the regular season and regular season. Winnebago Lutheran Academy won 3-2 over Gibraltar, and it looks like the Real School of Racine won 5-0 over Phillips. St. Lawrence Seminary School currently up 4-0 over Walden.
2, 1, go!
So now if you're DDD, you got to be careful with the Gordos here, because as you can see, Joker is punishing and using that reflect on it. Able to go ahead and take the early stock there.
You're mine.
Counter is just constant here from Joker. There's a nice play there. DDD taking a 3-1 advantage. And Joker's going to be able to go ahead and take that one back 3-1. Tried to go for the big hammer smash there. Not able to find anything there. This constant counter coming out here, though, is probably the thing that's punishing the most for DDD. Joker's going to go ahead and juggle for the stock there. Saying it, but you got to be careful using the same moves over and over. Oh, going to go ahead and we're going to 3 here. DDD able to go ahead and find the last stock there.
DDD wins!
You just got to be careful, because if Joker's going to keep countering you that way, you can mix it up there, and instead of going with Gordo, just go with your hammer and not like just a normal attack, and be able to punish it that way. Now, I would also remind people, I would just stay out of the quick messages, you know, because otherwise sometimes it's going to start to look like it's just bad manners and being unsportsmanlike. I always tell my players to just don't type anything in chat. You can type good luck, have fun, and GG, and that's essentially about it. Whether or not the intent is to be unsportsmanlike or not, you never know how somebody else can go ahead and perceive it, right? So,
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Got it. Return.
Nice job there by the Joker and able to go ahead and get that point, or get that stock, sorry. Again, I think if you're DDD, you gotta kind of switch it up with some non-smash attacks there. Even a grab or two, because you know Joker's going to keep just trying to counter you, so lay off a little bit on the Gordos. There you go. Again, I think the ability to adapt in this game, and I know a lot of our players have asked to go to like best of 5 series for like the top 16 in the state, but it's incredible how much that you can actually adapt in even just game to game. There you go. There's a different combo that you haven't used yet. Careful, the Joker's going to come off stage. Yep, so nice job there trying to read that. I do see a lot of like DDDs like at like Green City Convergence and stuff like that. They love to just juggle people up into the air and actually take them off the top of the screen to get their stocks that way. Okay, so Joker on the advantage here, on game point here. DDD trying to look in order to go ahead and at least take this to 1-1. Yeah, there you go. And we are going to be tied at 1 stock here on game 3, 0s apiece. So this is a winner-take-all situation. Got to be careful holding onto the ledge too long there. You can be punished for that. Going for the stage spike, and oh, Joker pushes, goes into the wrong direction there, gets caught under the stage, so DDD able to go ahead and take the victory here. Alright, so we don't have ourselves a sweep here. Luck is able to go ahead and find game 4. We're going to go ahead and go into game 5 here. looks like next up here we got John going against Didi. Is Didi a King DDD player as well? Then I'm just going to keep saying Didi onto DDDD. And that'll be fun for everybody listening. Alright, first band here for luck is Small Battlefield. And Augusta is going to go ahead and get rid of Smashville and PlayStation 2. So we've got Town and Country left and FD. Let's go FD. Just some chaos. No platforms to get in the way. Just a good old-fashioned slugfest. Oh, sorry, Battlefield. What was I thinking? Ooh! That's... Alright, Zero Suit Samus going against Kirby. Now, I've been playing Kirby since Smash...
Go!
Smash Bros. 64, so... Character I know very well. A little bit of lag here. Kirby with a little juggle there. Ooh, nice spike there from Zero Suit Samus. I did not know that that has the ability in order to go ahead and take the stock at that range. With the edge guard there, just waited for it, knew that it was coming, was able to go ahead and punish. Not able to go ahead and find it that time. Kirby able to go ahead and get the stock. Tried to go ahead and get the spike, but wasn't able to find anything off stage there. Zero Suit's going to go ahead and juggle all the way to the moon and send Kirby flying. So Zero Suit Samus able to go ahead and take a quick, convincing 3-1 victory there. Alright, so where are we going? If they're staying Zero Suit, which they are. I don't know if staying Kirby's. I mean, you could stay. Yeah, you could stay Kirby. Kalos, FD, and Yoshi's Story have been banned. I will say one thing that I did notice: there was not a down B used for Kirby to go into Brick. That's one thing that I do notice is a lot of people try to use the Brick as an attack, and that's one of the most easily punishable moves there. And we are going to Smashville. There by Zero Suit Samus. Able to get all the way to 75% there, and you have to think if it was 1 or 2 more percentage, that Kirby might have been off the top of the map there, losing stock already. Stage play there, but Zero Suit is going to go ahead and punish them for it instead. And Kirby's just going to SD off of that one. And that might have been a latency situation there. As you can see, a quick little lag spike here. Both players playing through the lag here. Looks like we're back to normal game mode here, maybe even 2x here. Kirby able to go ahead and take a stock in the current environment. It's the grab off there. I will say, watching these two, you do see a different variation of combos that they're running here as well. Zero Suit got 1 stock left to go here. going for the juggle, but Kirby's able to go ahead and disrupt it there. Tries to use the neutral. He's about one hit away here from being able to make this a one-stop of this game. Both on one stock apiece here. Zero C using a little bit more of the projectiles now here. Kirby hits a fireball. Nice neutral in order to prevent the juggling. That's going to be the juggle for game there. GG's. Glad we were able to at least get this game played. You never know sometimes what you're going to get when you're connecting to Nintendo Online. So, GG, well played. That's a 4-1 result here. All right, that's going to be all she wrote for me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and start shutting down the stream. Again, we will